They took him out of the boot, turned him over to the trainers. We're not very hopeful for this Saturday, but are for the last two games. They're going to be conservative in their approach and not overdo it to make sure we can get those last two games out of him. But we won't rule out Saturday just yet. They were really good. I've said it multiple times now, and they were suffocating on defense, and especially our run game for a good bit of the game, certainly the early part of the game, and not having anywhere to run was frustrating for Mike. And I think Lou helped him overcome that. Coach Ayeni helped him overcome that as the game went along, and snapped out of it, I think is a fair way to say it. He had a pass that was thrown to him in the second half that he was crossing towards our sideline, and I didn't think he gave very good effort. The ball was behind him, probably an uncatchable ball, but I didn't think he gave the kind of effort that a player that's really into the game would have put forth. And I think he got coached up and snapped out of it and said, all right, I'm going to have days like this, and we're going to have days like this against really good football teams, and he finished really strong.
Was it bad?
Large. Yeah, large. I'm pretty confident that if it just doesn't become beat everybody up and guys stumble because of it, if we end up with one loss team, I think they belong in the playoff. I think probably because of where they were preseason. I don't think preseason they were at the top of anybody's lists. Baylor, TCU, and Oklahoma probably were. You guys would know better than me because as coaches, we don't do any voting in the sport of football. I think other sports do. It just comes from the media. But I think Oklahoma State was probably four at best. And so they've probably quietly just snuck up the ladder to where they are right now. And Baylor was, putting up absurd numbers. Boykin, is reason enough for what he was doing with that team. When Oklahoma stumbled against Texas, that took them out of some conversations until they've done what they've done the last 4 games in a row. But Oklahoma State's 9-0 all of a sudden, but it took a victory over TCU to really, get what they deserve. Mike's he's an exceptional coach, and I got a lot of admiration for him being at his alma mater and doing it like he's doing it and doing it over time. But their whole coaching staff does a tremendous job, and they've got great resources because of the money that they put into it, but. They don't necessarily have the name of some of those other schools over time. And they're not, they're border to border with Texas, but they don't have the access that TCU and Baylor does as far as having them right in their backyard. So I just think they've done a good job, and they deserve the noise that they're getting now, and they'll keep earning it.